center. I see the run or play. It could be a play action, I guess.
No, it's going to go to Mixon, dancing around, edging to the right, inside the 5, high stepping into the end zone. Hurry.
Yeah, the defense, he won over the defense. They were just like, how are we going to win games if we can't score a touchdown?
2nd and 10, there goes Mixon. Mixon with his longest run of his rookie season.
Out of the timeout. It is Mixon trying the right side to the 5. He dives and he's in for the touchdown. Joe Mixon puts the Bengals on the board.
Lead blocker there for Joe Mixon.
It is Mixon 10 yards away from 100 on the day, and Mixon has got it. His first 100-yard rushing game in his career. They're 0 for 2 on 3rd downs. It's 3rd and 1. Mixon gets to the outside, has room. Mixon into Colts territory and cut down at the 41-yard line. It's Mixon diving up and over and in. Touchdown! And Cincinnati ties it up.
Mixon bounces back, tries the other side. 1st down and more. Big run, Joe Mixon.
We have a couple tight ends. Mixon sidestepping, driving down the sideline and into Miami territory.
Shotgun. On a give. Mixon powers through. Touchdown, Bengals. The Cardiac Cats.
Oh, these are the greatest guys, but for the most part, they are.
Far more than a lot of people think. Joe Mixon is off to the race.
26-yard pickup, 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone, and the Bengals expand their lead. Mixon again. There's a lot of running room. He's got a 1st down. He's loose down the middle of the field. Mixon dancing through Buccaneers and gets all the way down to the 16-yard line.
With a 1st and 10. Mixon, that was nice hesitation. High steps his way by Ward into the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Mixon. He's got the 1st down and more. Mixon at midfield. Mixon following the block of Ross. Down the sideline and shoved out by Morrow. Big run for Joe Mixon.
The first Cincinnati running back to rush for 1,000 yards since Jeremy Hill back in 2014 gets the call here. Picking and poking his way in the burst. Into the secondary. Being chased. Edmonds can't get him down. There goes Mixon. Sensible from behind, and he is still on his feet. Sutton slings him out of bounds.
First since week 7 against Green Bay. The pitch for Mixon. Mixon finds a hole on the right side and breaks free across the 40 to the 45 and a 1st down. Mixon, right side, nowhere to go. Comes back the other way to the end zone for the touchdown.
This is 100% Joe Mixon. There is nowhere to go there. 4 Raiders in position to make the tackle. He reversed.
Back to Mixon and blocked the initial hit. Mixon makes a miss and gets the 1st down. -5 into a gain of 9.
You know, as you look back on this game and you say, okay, where did the game swing? Where did it change?
Trips to the postseason for Dalton. And he will hand it off to Joe Mixon, who's got the 1st down run, breaking a tackle, and down inside the 30-yard line. Joe. And why not? More Joe with room. Inside the 10-yard.
2nd down and 8. And it's Mixon again. And Mixon able to escape. Joe Mixon, what a run. Still on his feet. And Mixon finally dragged down at the 33-yard line.
And the thing he said about Joe Mixon is his stop and his start ability. And you saw all of it right in that one play right there. He had to stop. He had to restart.
Why the game is so great. Takes team effort. Guys got to be healthy. A lot of things have to go right.
Nice move here. Mixon, this is going to put him over 1,000 yards for the season and then some as he takes it down into the red zone.
Somebody gets 1 year or not, because there are coaches that we know, and obviously on that staff.
Great cutback here by Mixon. Boy, he is running with power here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 4.
Back to Mixon. What a game. He continues to have, just bowling people over. Joe Mixon down to the 25, pounding his chest. Yes, sir.
Awesome for a rookie to have an open-minded coach. Mixon, speaking of openings, inside the 15, the 10, the 5, inside the pylon, touchdown Cincinnati. 34 yards for Joe Mixon. Miles Jack has an ankle injury. His return is questionable. Here's Mixon doing a little dancing inside the 10. High stepping to the end zone. Touchdown Cincinnati.
By the Steelers, 19-yard line, 1st and 10, Mixon. Good blocking, big hole into the secondary.
2nd down and 1. It's Mixon, cuts to the outside, into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown.
Mixon right there, sample the block. They also got a Hopkins block, and there goes Mixon, darting in for 6. 21-yard touchdown run.
Give it to Mixon. Hard cut. Diving. Touchdown. Cincinnati. Against Cincinnati. Pitching. Mixon. Waiting. Hard cut. Mixon inside the 20. Mixon has gone over 100 yards rushing. And then some. Mixon shifting gears for the touchdown.
They still have Prince in there at the right tackle. Here's a handoff, and it goes to Mixon. Oh, he's making a miss. What a great move. He got by Pierre, and now he's off to the races and shoved out of bounds by Edmonds.
Goes in motion. Burrow on a give. Stop and go. Mixon, the patience and vision for the touchdown.
On the ground again. Mixon. And Nixon still on his feet, takes it all the way in.
Mixon gets another opportunity, stumbles, but enough momentum to fall forward and score the touchdown.
Mixon on 2nd down in a hole. Mixon steps through a tackle. Joe Mixon tripped up as he gets inside the 15 at the 13 by Shaq Thompson, but a 29-yard rumble for Mixon. Same play, and a touchdown for Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, and it's 20-0 Cincinnati. Boyd in motion, the give to Mixon, flag is down, Mixon motoring for his 3rd rushing touchdown.
Duplicating these big, heavy personnels that they're majoring in right now, protecting this lead.
Flag down, Mixon motoring around the edge. Mixon into the end zone. His 4th rushing touchdown of the day.